6 years ago. She's so sweet. I'm gonna miss her so much. I don't want this to happen. It's just so big. Here's the other side. And it just hurts so much. I can't fucking deal with it because I don't want to cry on, but she means so much to me. 6 years ago, October, she came across the yard next door and she was going, "Rah, rah, rah," like, help me. And I'd seen her out the winter before, hopping around in the snow. I kept putting dry food out for her, and that was when we used to get snow up here. We don't anymore. Stupid ass humans. And so I took her inside and put her on the couch, and I got you, mouse. I put her on the couch, and she got better, and after a week, she went outside. This was October. The day she came to us was 80. And when she got better a week later, she went outside. And the third day that she was outside, I leave the door open ajar so my other cat, Pessy, could come in and out. And Pessy's still with us, but she's not nearly as appreciative as Mouse is, because Pessy's been spoiled all her life. So on the third day, it was getting cold out. It was like upper 40s, and Mouse came in the door, and she came up the stairs, and I happened to be walking out to the kitchen, and she looked at me and said, "Meow." And I said, "Yes, you can stay with us." And that first winter, we'd lay on my bed, and she'd lay with me, and I'd rub her back, and she'd lick my arm the whole time. We listened to these music by Real Estate mostly. Just good, mellow, nice music. Yeah. And so I'm playing these songs for her. This isn't Real Estate here. This is that's hippocampus. I cry every day. I thought it was an ear infection because Pessy had an ear infection, had a lump on her head. I took her to the vet, Mouse. I took Mouse to the vet, and they told me it was a tumor. When I got her spayed 6 years ago, they told me she had leukemia. And I said, whoa. Yes, Mouse. She's so sweet and so beautiful. And I've got all these others, and sorry about the lighting, it's pretty terrible. She that summer, following summer, she took me to we were outside in the back, me and her and Pessy, and she got my attention, and there, I look a little bit better this way. I'm just so beside myself with this. Oh, Mouse. I try to compose myself. She got my attention and took me to the side of the corner of the house, and she made sure I was watching, and because she kept looking back at me, and she made sure I was looking. She went to a tree on the side of the house, and she climbed that tree and jumped on the back porch roof from the downstairs, and she came right to the edge and looked at me and said, "Meow," like, "Look what I can do, Mom." And I'll always remember that. We're all the same, humans and all the other animals. We all come from the same place. We're all made of the same stuff, and we're all related. Ultimately, we're all related. We have DNA of all these animals in us, because we all evolved from the same place. And when we think about creationism, it's bullshit. So I don't even want to hear any of those ridiculous comments. We're all related, and I think that non-humans are so much better than humans in many regards, because I mean, while they can't do algebra or go to the moon, they don't destroy and rape the planet for their own profit and comfort. We're all comfortable. We all have all these entertainments. But the cost is immense, and nobody wants to look at it. You know, the food that we eat, all the animals suffer in these factory farms. And it just... And now, Mouse, she doesn't deserve it. But she probably, living outside in the neighbor's house. There had a lot of stuff in the backyard at the time. Other people were living there, and it was just crap everywhere. A lot of toxic stuff. And people don't even think about it. The stuff they leave around, and it's just... She doesn't deserve it. And I just wanted to share this with you because she means the world to me. And Pessie's my first cat, my first feline friend that I've had in the second half of my life. And she's almost 17 years old now. I've taken her on a bicycle and a scooter and take her to the lake and the river, and she loves it. She actually went in the water in the Seeley's Creek. I took her to. She saw the fish in the water. She walked in there. There were rapids further on, so I had to get her out. But she followed me back to the scooter and jumped in the trailer, and we took off back home. She's a remarkable animal, Pessie. My Mouse is most appreciative. Pessie's been spoiled all her life, so she doesn't understand what it's like to live outside and deal with all the bullshit the humans put them through just by neglect and apathy and not even being aware. And so good old Mouse, soon it's that lump on the side of her head's going to interfere with her eating, and it's getting noticeably bigger. And I can't bear the fact of losing her. And really, I have difficulty with human relationships, but like I said, non-humans, they don't ask for any of this. They don't ask for any of it. Any of the hazards, crossing the road, being homeless because their stupid owners didn't plan ahead, or just didn't think of all the, or something. I had the other cat that just joined us a couple months ago. She was pregnant, and she has a tendency to poop on the floor. But I discovered that she's a little slow, and the litter box has to be immaculately clean. Otherwise, she poops outside of it on the floor. But people don't have patience for that sort of thing. Can't really blame them much. They're busy just trying to stay alive themselves in this predatory economy. But I just am so... I cry every day about it. The day it's coming sooner and sooner. Every day it gets closer to not having her. And I'm gonna bury her out back where she lived for a while. I mean, the garage has holes in it, and she probably lived in there. All machinery and ATV and the oil and who knows what else has been out there. It's not my house. I rent it, but she asked me for her help, and I helped her. And all I get is disability, and the costs of these things are just too much. I worked up until a few years ago, and I'm not going to give you my life story, but if you want to hear it, let me know. Most people are bored by that sort of thing. I don't know, maybe they aren't. I'm socially awkward, and I really don't know much about socializing, and what I just don't. I can't stand people who don't say what they think, or just. I have this feeling sometimes that everybody's fucking with me. I don't know. because my mom was abusive and an alcoholic and seriously neglected me, so I really don't know how people really work. I don't know how to interact with them very much. So, as a result, but I do love the non-humans because they don't ask for any of this. And so, I appreciate anything you can do to help me with these other felines that people have thrown away. It's just getting too much for me. It's getting a bit much, but I can deal with it. But losing Mouse is one of the worst things to ever happen to me. Thank you for watching and your empathy and sympathies. Thank you.